Hey there, guys. Kirsty Snyder here, ready to rock for Teachable Tuesday. It is the 10th of October, and I am so stoked to talk about what we will discuss tonight about branding. 3 hardcore questions that really dive into who you are, what you're about, who you're attracting, and how many sales you get. And also a new marketing formula that we have briefly talked about over the last couple Mindset Monday and Focus Friday sessions that you've had in the Facebook group. So thank you for popping on tonight. I am confident it will help explode your business if you take it to heart and actually do what we're going to talk about tonight. That's the biggest key. Action cures fear, not thinking about it, but actually doing it is going to help solve all your problems for how many sales you get. Okay. So if you're on the replay, please put replay in the comments below inside this playlist, and we will see you on the flip flop here in a second. All right, let's let everyone in, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. The document that I'll reference tonight will also be underneath the description from this YouTube video. If you just go right underneath this video, the description for Teachable Tuesday, the document is there for your use. All right, let's rock and roll. Hey, guys, Kirsty Snyder here, ready to rock. If you can hear and see me okay, please put a 2 in the chat, and then we'll get rocking here in just a moment. Let's go. Hey, love it. Okay, keep those comments coming in. I'm going to ask for a lot of very specific engagement tonight because what we're going to discuss is going to be super important. It's going to be something that you're going to want to reference later on for sure. So feel free to bookmark now, teachabletuesdayreplays.com. And as always, please make sure that you guys are on mute so that those on the replay later on after the 10th, tonight, tomorrow, next year, whenever, that they don't have a lot of background noise, but they can actually understand everything that's happening. Okay. All right. Just admitting a couple more people here, then we'll get rocking here in just a moment. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to hear it from you guys. If you started within the last 30 days, put the word 30 in the comments right now for me, just in this chat. If you started in the last 30 days. All right, we got Jamie in the house. Who else? Libby. What's up, Jody? Good to see ya. Shannon, Marcus, Latuan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Teresa, another Jamie, Jerry, Angel. Okay, cool. Keep it coming in, you guys. If you started within the last 3 months, put the word 3 in the chat. Just put the word 3 in the chat for me. Edson, Billy, Archie, Shannon. Who else? Started in the last 3 months. We got Nikki, David, Alma, etc. Awesome. Keep it coming in, you guys. If you started in the last 6 months, put the word 6 in the comments. Caitlin, Cindy, Christine, Christina, Abby, all of you guys. Okay, keep it coming in, you guys. Rock and roll. Okay, so from 30 days even up to 6 months, we have a lot of people here. Now, for you veterans in the house, say 9 months and more, just put the word vet in the chat. Put the word vet for me. Sim, Albert, Yana, who else? We got a lot of you guys out there. Jacqueline, what's up, girl? How are you? Okay, keep it coming in. Anna, good to see you. My point in asking this is because what we're going to talk about tonight is going to be super directly tied into how many sales you're going to get this month in October. Okay. We're going to be discussing 3 branding questions. Branding meaning it's not just you and like you promote stuff, but who you are, why people engage with you, how many sales you get, that determining factor. And then we're going to dive in even more fully into a new marketing formula that I want you guys to take part of starting tonight. I don't care if it's, 10 p.m. Eastern by the time you're ready to rock with something. I dare you guys tonight to accept this challenge and post at least 1 video tonight based on what marketing formula we talk about right now. If you guys are up for the challenge, put the word challenge. Challenge accepted, Cindy. Love it. Albert, you're down. Okay, good. Dave, love it. Okay, keep it coming in, you guys. Celeste, Jacqueline, Sim, Maria. Okay, I can't even come up with the comments. That's good. Okay, good. Okay, so first, you guys, we talk a little bit about this, but not a ton. And I want to discuss it a lot more specifically tonight about branding. If you were to describe the word brand, like if someone has a brand, someone has an image, when you say this person's name or the company, you think of an image. I'll give you an example. Starbucks, Coca-Cola. You're on a flight, you don't ask for, can I have, the Coke? You probably say Coca-Cola. You think of that image because that is a brand, right? What if there was a way, whether you're brand new as of 30 days, you started yesterday, you started 29 days ago, or you're a vet like Albert, you've been around for like a year and some. What if there was a way that every single time you posted a piece of content, a video, a reel, you went live on Facebook, you posted something funny? What if there was a way for it to directly speak to who you want to work with? That is a brand. When someone can think of you based on a couple things. Who is David? Who's Christine? Who's Martha? It's more than just, Martha helps me make money. It's Martha is this, this, and this. Martha helps me make money in this type of way. Where a brand, that's the image they hold. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to ask you guys 3 questions. And for some of you, if you were to actually execute what I'm about to do, it's actually quite uncomfortable. Okay. Let's just be real. This is uncomfortable for me as well. But when you understand these 3 branding questions, your content is going to skyrocket. You're going to be talking to the right people. You're going to attract people who are like you. Instead of the person annoying you, you're going to attract people who you're like, wow, we really jive. We really get it. Does that make sense? You want to attract like-minded things? These are the 3 branding questions you got to ask yourself. You guys ready for it? Just put the word ready if that's you. Good, good, good. Okay, keep it coming, guys. Cindy, Celeste. Wow, can't even keep up with the comments. That's good. Love the engagement, you guys. So first question I want you guys to ask yourself, okay? And write this down. Now you're also going to have this in a document tonight. Yes, I will eventually share that. But for right now, I want you to take pen to paper. I want you to rule out all distractions and write these 3 questions down, okay? Branding specific. So when someone thinks they want a pop, they want to drink soda, they think Coca-Cola, right? They think a brand, coffee, Starbucks, right? They know what that image is. They know the closest destination to it. Oh, you want a quick hamburger? McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when it comes to your content. Same thing when it comes to why people decide to work with you or why they don't decide to work with you. Can they view you as an image, so to speak, someone that they know has 1, 2, 3, 4 things that they need, or are you just feeling like you're spammy Kathy? Okay, we're going to eliminate the idea of spammy Kathy. Oh, no one wants it. People can't afford it. I must be bugging people. No, my friend, don't decide for them. Decide 3 things tonight, what you're going to be about, and have your content speak from those 3 things. Okay, we'll dive into what I mean by those 3 things in just a minute. First, though, the questions I want you to ask yourself, 3 questions. Okay. Number 1, write this down. What are people saying about me? What are people saying about you? Do you know? Here's the second question. What do you want them to say about you? Okay. You got that written down? Put the word yes in the chat if you do. And then last question, which is like the encompassment of the 2. What are you proactively doing to get them to say the things you want them to say? Okay, I'll repeat it one more time. Write this down for real, you guys. It'll shift your perspective for what content you do and why you're doing it, the intention for why you're doing it. It's not just cloning a video. It's not just saying, hey, I want to make money. Yeah, you and everyone else. What makes you stand out? These 3 questions, okay? Number 1, what are people saying about you? What do you want them to say about you? And what are you doing? What are you proactively doing to get people to say certain things that you want them to say? Does that make sense? If you guys have that written down, just put the word down right now. Okay. I'm just going to add in a couple more people here real fast. What are people saying about you? And this is where it gets uncomfortable. If you were to actually execute these 3 questions and you asked your family and friends, your coworkers, your boss, your sister, your mother, whoever, and they said, this is what I think about you, Sim. This is what I think about you, David. This is what I think about you, Glenn. Are you tough enough to hear the feedback? That's the first thought. And you guys don't have to answer this. This is just you visualizing yourself. If you were to ask someone close to you, someone you work with, someone in this business, someone, your boss, your sister, your dog, whoever, what are they saying about you? That's the first thing. Are you okay to have feedback? Yes or no? If no, you know that you get to impact your resilience. You get to understand who you are better in this business. Okay. Now, the second question on top of that, right? What do you want them to say about you? Do those 2 things match? If you asked someone who you're close to, what do you think about me when it comes to work? And they're like, I don't know, you post reels. Is that what you want? Does that create a brand? Does that create an image in their head for someone they want to go to partner with, to help them digital marketing and make money, etc.? I don't know. You post reels. Is it causing confusion to your audience if that's all they think, right? On top of that, what do you want them to say about you? Okay. What do you want them to say about you? I hope that eventually you guys get to a point where what you want them to say and what they do say are equal. Just put it in the chat right now for me. If you were to write out a couple ideas, okay, descriptions, characteristics, whatever, what do you want people to say about you right now? Whether you personally know them or you do not. What do you want them to say? Just put a couple ideas in the chat for me. Oh, she's weird. Oh, she's confusing. Oh, what is it that people want, that you want people to think? Honest, joyful, successful. Okay, cool. Keep coming in. Driven, dedicated, relatable, strong, well empowered. Okay, cool. Helpful. Okay, now dissect that a little bit. Who cares if people think you're authentic? Who cares if people think you're reliable, relatable, you are successful? What's the intent underneath that? Just think about it for a second. And this is a branding thing. Okay, we're going to dive into the marketing formula in just a moment. But who cares if they think you're confident? Who cares if they think you're helpful? Helpful with what? Dissect it a little bit more. Because something like Coca-Cola, the image of Starbucks, the image of a certain gym, say Vasa Fitness, whatever it is. That one's popular here in the United States, at least in my area. When I think of Vasa, I think gym, right? I think of certain people who go there. I think of me going there, that kind of a thing. Do you currently have an image of what it is you do? And if they thought, yep, she'll help me. Yep, she's reliable. Yep, it's something, oh, I want to mimic her success. Why? Okay, just take note for yourself. Why is that the kind of thing that you want people to think? Okay. Let me add in a couple more people here. Okay, cool. And then the last question, what is it that you are actively, intentionally doing each day with your content, your posts, your reels, your videos, your live videos, whatever else? What is it you are actually trying to do and that you go do to have people say the things you want them to say? Does that make sense? If you want to be honest, and that's something that people think of when they think of you, if you want a person to think, wow, she is so helpful, she's successful, I want to mimic her, there's a light here, I rely on it, she's passionate, whatever else. If they want to mimic that same thing and they decide to start business with you, it is only because your content is speaking that. So do those 3 things match? What are people actually saying about you currently? Are they saying the things that you want them to say? What is it you want them to say? And what are you doing to make that person think or feel that? Does that make sense? Drop the word make sense if you feel me, okay? I know that was a lot and it only took 15 minutes, but those are the branding questions I want you to really, really dissect, because I would be willing to bet half of you on right now, maybe even 70%, you're like, I can't ask people what they think of me. That's scary. I don't want to know what they think of me. That's intimidating, right? But if you ever got to a place, which I hope you do, You ever got to a place where you're resilient regardless of the feedback, good or bad? Hey, what do you think of when you think of me and my business? I don't know. I don't understand what you do. If that's the feedback for people close to you, then you know that your content could shift into more education rather than quick, like, make money kind of posts, right? You could go live on Facebook or TikTok and actually educate people what digital marketing is. And then if you wanted to, not saying you have to, but based on the feedback from people close to you, you could create content and ask for feedback. With this video, Billy Bob, does it make more sense what I do now? I want to know, am I coming across authentic? Am I coming across helpful? Right? Because the people you're closest to, they know you best. They're also your worst critics. So for some of you, it'd be like, oh, I don't want them to know. Do they even know? And do whatever they perceive you to be, does that match what you want to attract for the people that bring sales, for your team members? Do those things match? Does that make sense? Drop me the word make sense if you feel me. Over 100 something of you guys on. 100 comments pop through if you can. Okay. Okay. So now there's your little branding detour there for a second. Now we're going to go into a marketing formula, and I want you to write it down. Then I'm going to share my screen and you're going to see a little bit of it, but please don't cheat. Don't hop through it and be like, oh, what about this? Oh, what about this? Nope. Take it in order. I want to share it with you so you can actually see it on screen. That way you can pay more close attention, but don't skip ahead. Deal? Put deal in the chat. Okay. Just going to share this now. Let me get it. Hold on one sec. Okay, I just put it in the chat. And also for those on the replay, this Google document we're referencing right now is under the description underneath this video. Okay. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. You guys just got these branding questions. I want you to write them down because the more you write, the more inspiration comes. Pen to paper is different than just reading. Okay. Right here, here's the formula. Don't skip ahead. Just focus on the yellow part. Here's the formula: struggle, dream outcome, and time delay. Okay. And we're going to dive into that right now and what that means, why it matters for you, and how you can start applying it to the content that you produce right now. Sound good? Put the word good in the chat. Just want to make sure you guys are awake. And I'm going to pull up my chat here too, so I can make sure that I can see it all. Okay. So a struggle, a dream outcome, and a time delay. When you're creating content, are you speaking to a pain, to a struggle, to a hardship that someone has? And on top of that, if the answer is yes, why? Why are you speaking to a pain point? Why are you saying something that, like you guys said, it's relatable, I'm reliable, it's something authentic, right? What's a pain point and why would you want to do it? Drop me a comment, let me know. Yep, problem and solution. Okay, cool. So you're bringing up a problem, Ed, to solve something for them. Yep, because they want to fix it. Okay, so inside of this business, what is a struggle people have? Just give me some pain points. Okay, what's a struggle that they have? They have a struggle paying bills. Okay, cool. They have less money. They want more. Okay, what else? Keep it coming in. Credit. Okay, cool. Living paycheck to paycheck, less time, no money to get started, more time. Okay, now dissect that a little bit more. So they don't have enough money. They don't know what digital marketing is. They want financial freedom, etc. They don't have it. Okay, here's a good one. Albert, tired of the bait and switch. Sick and tired of the bait and switch. Did you know that could come encompassing for what we do? You already provide a solution because you don't bait and switch people. Hi, it's $20. Hi, it's $100. Hi, it's $200. That's it. You could even go as far, if you want to educate people, right? You could even go as far as providing a solution, so to speak, in that you give them a free app that it'll cost $12 to get a domain so you can customize the capture page funnel and email sequencing for them. Hope you guys are taking notes. I'm dropping like serious short form video content right now. Okay. You're sick and tired of paying for nothing. Beautiful, Candace. Have any of your videos, not just Candace, but all of you guys, have any of your videos said, do you struggle with the technical side of these side hustles? Holy crap, me too. Wow, I finally found a way that I don't have to worry about the techie side. Thank heavens, because I am a grandma with 5 kids, whatever, right? Relatable. There's a pain point for someone constantly having to invest. What if I could tell you, what if I could show you a way to invest $200 and never be upsold? Okay. Pain point gives the relatability. And so many of you guys a moment ago commented that you wanted to be relatable, reliable, that they understand, they're authentic, you're honest. You're honest when you include things like that. $200 to get started, $12 to get a domain so I can customize the funnel for you. Not techie, good. Don't go get a subscription to something, not that you have to say this, but something like ClickFunnels, because I'll do it for you. Our system does it for the person. You own the authority, you own the posture, you own that positioning. Okay. Let's see. I was tired of buying, selling the sell and not learning how to actually do digital marketing. Beautiful. Here's a good one for you there, Jenny. Sick and tired of just being upsold and it ends up being a course selling a course. Yeah, me too. Thank heavens I found something that will actually teach me for free 3 times a week. I'm so glad I get instant access to the replays. You want the same? Drop me a comment. You want the same? Text me right now, right? Because your funnel, if attached to your app, that person, Billy Bob, would text you right then. So you can say, go to workwithdavid.com. I'll text you back personally here in a moment. That creates urgency. That creates flow. That creates what you guys want. Honest, authentic. What do people think of you? Are your videos stemming from that viewpoint? Okay. Makes sense so far? Now, you guys said it a moment ago. You have a struggle. You have a dream outcome. You're solving something for them, right? What's the dream outcome? Okay. You guys can kind of see it here. Do you know anyone who's struggling to make more money? First of all, if you were to make it broad instead of, are you struggling to make money? Here's a different kind of tip here. Instead of, are you struggling to make extra money? Gosh, inflation sucks, doesn't it? You could say, do you know of anyone? Because then they're automatically thinking everyone they're around, which if they decide to get into the business, they're already thinking, oh, Billy Bob, and oh, this person, and oh, this person, because that's literally the content that they just viewed from you. They're already thinking larger than themselves, right? The word like aggravated instead of sick. Aggravated's a little bit more intense, right? Are you suffocated with the debt that you have? Are you aggravated about the bills piling up? Things like that, okay? Yep, that was me too. Till I found this side hustle that blah, 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 you're providing a dream outcome, okay? Excruciating. I'm just dissecting. I'm hopping around a little bit here, but excruciating compared to, sick and tired. Excruciating is painful, right? You feel me? Put the word feel in the chat if you feel me, okay? The dream outcome, if you were to combine, say this one, are you one of those people still having an excruciating time making money online? My gosh, me too. Even just having the extra 500 or whatever number was something I was serious about getting. I found myself in research overwhelm and I found out rather quick that I was just going to be upsold into a bunch of crap. Gosh, it's so frustrating. There's emotion behind what I'm saying right now, right? And after you do a dream outcome of something that allows them, here's a pain point. Here's something that I have been through. Have you been there yourself? When that person comments back, you already know you relate to them, right? They watch the video all the way through. They want to hear what is part of our formula, this time delay, because you're going to help them. Okay. You could start earning and learning as soon as 24 to 48 hours from now. What if you're like that person? don't worry, I'll get to this. Okay. As far as testimonials, if you could get 13 sales in a day, like Ashley, could that help you out? Right? You give some relatability, you give a time delay, a time crunch, a time frame, so to speak. I love this one, for example, which works really, really well. Hopefully, you have your funnel attached to your app. I'll be here every step of the way till you reach your number for the monthly income you want. Whether that's, 500, like this example, say you say 1,000, say you say an extra 20 bucks a day, whatever it is. Hey, you want a way to pay for your mortgage? Hey, you want a way to pay for the extra movie on the weekend with your kids? Hey, you want a way to never worry about the freaking inflation of gas? Holy crap, I got you, right? This one is super, super relatable. Lots of you guys commented you wanted the relatability, you wanted someone to trust you, you wanted to be authentic. That's the branding. That's what someone thinks of when they think, oh, who's Bill? Ah, who's Glenn? Ah, who's Christine, right? I'll be here every step of the way till you reach your monthly goal. And then CTA, just as the example here, comment your ideal number now and let's see if we can work together on it. Let's see if we can work together instead of, hello, I'm desperate. Please, can we work together? No, you hold the posture. Let's see if we can work together on it. Text me right now by going to workwithdavid.com. It's me texting back. It's not a robot. I'd love to chat with you. Your CTA can be calming. It can be something that is what? Educational. Because going back to the branding question of what are people saying about you? And is what you're trying to portray, what they're saying, what are you doing to have them think or feel that? Do they match? Right? So if you want to be relatable, you want to be someone who can be reliable, someone who's compassionate, someone who's successful, the person who views you as, wow, I want to mimic what that person has. Have your call to action be where it's postured up, where it's you saying, I will be here to help you. There is a time delay here, even though you're not saying an exact amount like this, right? You're not saying you're going to make $1 billion within 1 to 2 days. You are saying, though, sick and tired of the courses that you have to sit and watch for a month before you even execute. What if I showed you a way to be up and running within 24 to 48 hours from now? And my gosh, not be upsold once you get inside the members area. Gal, sounds like a win-win. Drop me a comment if you like to win, right? Does that make sense, you guys? Hope you all are taking notes. Drop me the word make sense if you feel me. Okay. Just adding in a couple more people here. Now, here's an example altogether. Okay. Are you the one struggling to make more money? You're the one, right? It's relatable. It's kind of funny depending on your tone. Are you the one struggling to make more money? Just that extra $500 a month is what you're after, right? If yes, keep watching this video. You interrupt it. You don't just go right to the next piece. You interrupt it by saying, hey, is this you? You want to make this amount? If that's you, keep watching. If it's not, bro, hop off, right? It gives a little bit of a tie down. It gives a little bit of a takeaway. People are relatable to you already, okay? If yes, keep watching this video. Okay, this is freaking gold. I hope you guys are paying attention. Gal, I should have broken this up. But I get to on my, as I talk about it. Here's a tie down. Here's a takeaway. This is called posturing up. This is like your big girl panties, your moment of like, I'm the boss. Now listen, I'm taking on another 7 newbies to work online alongside me for free. Ooh, man, that sounds freaking sexy. I really like that, right? If I'm watching that, I'd be like, whoa, what is she talking about? For free, she does what now? Oh, my freak, she only has 7 spots. Man, I'm glad I watched this video. Shoot, right? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, if I'm viewing that video. I'm taking on another 7 newbies, 7 beginners, 7 moms, 7 whoever, okay? Whatever name, whatever avatar, okay, your ideal person that you want to work with for free in learning the ropes. You could even add something in there like Not being upsold into a course. I'm not looking at you like a dollar bill. Instead, I'll be here to help you reach the 500 a month or whatever number, okay? Or I'll work with you hand in hand until you do. Okay, let me just stop this right here. This is super, super passionate, okay? Giving the idea because it's true, right? I will work with you hand in hand until you meet with blah, blah, blah number, until you meet with X amount success, until you get your first 3 sales, until you have $3,000 a month, whatever it is, whatever feels real for you and what you would want if you were viewing, that's the number I want you to give. That is the idea, the picture I want you to give. Why? Because it's authentic, because it creates a brand, because then you're known as the person who doesn't just help people make money, but you help them make their first $500 online. I only have 7 spots. Do you want to be one of them? If yes, pay attention to this video, blah, blah, blah. Does that make sense? You posture up by having it be limited. Okay. Here's a really passionate part. I hope you guys are paying attention. If you, just kind of a tangent right now, but hear me out. If you were to have 7 titanium sales by Thursday, would you be pissing your pants? Would you feel a little scattered? Would it be like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Even though you want the $700, even though it's exciting, even though you burst into tears of joy, would it overwhelm you? Yes or no? By Thursday, we're talking 2 days from now, you made an extra $700. These people are excited. They're in it. They responded to your message to get involved. They're in the Facebook group. And you're like, what do I do? Right? Okay, no matter if it's like, yeah, girl, bring it on, Teresa, or it's like, wow, I'd probably like pee my pants a little bit. Okay. Whether it's good or it's negative, whether it's like overwhelmed, but excitement at the same time. Here's why you say something like, I have 7 more spots. I have 17 more spots. I have 200 more spots. I've got 3 more spots today, this weekend, by Thursday. However, time delay, right? Part of the formula, whatever time delay you want to give. The reason you give a number for how many spots you have is because it is true. Pick a number, pick a time frame. If you were to have 7 sales within 2 days, your video says that. Over the next 48 hours, I have 7 more spots available for my Income Accelerator. Jot that down. Income Accelerator is sexy, okay? Income Accelerator is literally the TFT training, just a different way to say it. Why? Marketing, okay? Over the next 48 hours, I have 7 spots open for my Income Accelerator. The reason you say that is because if you actually authentically show up honestly, I have 7 more spots. Anything beyond that would be too much. I don't have time for it. I can't send a text because I'm at work, whatever. If it's coming from a place of sincerity, I don't care if it's 17 spots. I don't care if it's 220. Whatever number you want to give, that's real for you. Give a time delay, time frame, whatever you want to call it, and say a number. And don't, even if you were to post it now and you say, this weekend, here's the thing. If your content's working based on our main 4-point formula, it doesn't matter if someone sees it on a Friday, they'll be like, this weekend, crap, oh, I got to get in, right? And if they see it on a Monday, they're thinking, oh, I've got time, but there's still a time delay for them. There's still a time frame for them to visually see. Over the next 2 days, it doesn't matter if you repost that once a week, that video hits because you're following the formula. That video hits. You don't say October 10th to the 11th. I mean, you can, but could you repurpose that later if you have that specific a time frame? No, right? Time delay. What if I could show you a way to be up and running within 48 hours? And all you have to purchase once inside is a domain so I can customize the funnel, capture page, and email sequencing for you for free. You know how to follow a tutorial? Cool. I got your back. Text me right now. Go to workwithdavid.com, whatever it is. Okay. Does that make sense, you guys? Drop me the word makes sense if you feel me. Okay. Just drop me the word makes sense. Now, I get passionate about that because where are we coming from? You guys hit it on the head. I had no idea what kind of characteristics you would come up with for the branding piece of our first 15 minutes here. But a lot of you guys said you want to be relatable, you want to be viewed as successful, you want to be a person who causes education, not causes confusion. You want to be authentic, passionate, whatever it is. You want to be relatable, reliable to a person. This is how you do that. How you can be seen as a pro doing this isn't just a quick money grab. Oh, microwave mentality. It's you educating people and showing up authentic. Authentic. Does that make sense? So sure, some could argue and say, no, you limiting it to 7 spots that's a marketing hack. Sure. And maybe it is. But when your intention is, okay, let me think of a number. For me, I'll just give you an example. If I were to say, I've got X amount of spots through this weekend for my income accelerator, and I'm assuming all of them are titanium, it would be 220. Why? Because I've done that before and it was overwhelming, which is hard. Like that for me was hard. That's overwhelming. So maybe this time I would say 192 spots, or I'd say, I have X amount of spots remaining, whatever it is. You come from a place of authenticity based on what you actually would be overwhelmed with or what you actually want. Per excitement, per overwhelm, good or bad, whatever positive, negative feeling you have, give that a number and give it a time frame. This weekend, over the next 48 hours, if you want to do something that can't 100% be repurposed because it's monthly, you could say by Halloween, right? You could say by Thanksgiving. You could say by, mid-month. I don't know. Whatever you want to give, think of it from the viewer's perspective. Are they wanting you as a partner? Or are they thinking, she just, sounds like everyone else talking about freaking side hustles, right? What makes you stand out? That's why we talked about branding at the beginning, because it's what makes you stand out. Okay. Is it a technique to leave that number open? Like I have a few spots available, or always put specific number or time frame? I personally would always give a number. A few, depending who you ask, Jenny, it could be 3, it could be 7, depends the person's perspective, which could insinuate something good. But personally, I would, if you're going to make something general, I would make the time frame more general in sounding. Hey, through this weekend. They don't know if that's 2 days. They don't know, if they see it on Friday compared to Monday, that could insinuate 5 days compared to 2, right? If it's like, I've got 7 spots open for brand new people like you that I can work alongside because I literally can't handle more. You could even say that in your content. I can't handle more. I'm traveling tomorrow, for example. If I were to post a video tonight and say, I've got 27 spots, I'd be like, no, I don't, because I'm traveling all day tomorrow. Now, they don't need to know that. But when your marketing hack of here's a limitation, here's a FOMO, right? Here's something exclusive. Exactly. Here's something that they don't want to miss out from, but you're being real. The number is actually real for you. You could even say that in your video. I can't handle more newbies than 7. I can't handle more stay-at-home moms than 12. And if you want to be one of them, drop me a comment. Hey, go to my blah, blah link, whatever it is, right? It makes it more exciting when they feel they're winning because they messaged you, because they're texting you now, because they watched the video, whatever it is. Does that make sense? Drop me the word makes sense if you feel me, okay? Now, going back to sharing my screen here. Let's scoot this over here. We have 3 pieces of proof. Now you can always search this inside of our TFT training as well. Just scroll through. I mean, search something that if you were to read this post and you keyword search it and it says something about YouTube, search the word YouTube, search the word TikTok, search the word whatever. Sales, search the word executive. When you search those keywords inside of our Facebook group, you're going to have a lot of proof. And that means that you can use that content in your videos, whether that's you on a short form video, turning it back around and showing them, hey, look, Abby did blah, blah, blah. Or, oh my gosh, look at all these executives. Freak. That means they've made at least 10 sales. If you want to make 10 sales, drop me a comment. If you want to make 10 sales, go to blah, blah link. If you want to make 10 sales and be shown the way within the next 48 hours, because I'll work with you hand in hand, drop me a comment, whatever it is. Does that make sense? Drop me the word makes sense again, you guys. Now, just as a quick example, if you're not going to go into the Facebook group and actually search keywords of proof that you can use inside of your videos, you can use these, okay? You could always say, my girl, Abby. You want to know why? Because if you know Abby at all, she is your girl. She got your back. She's a stellar person inside of this community, and she'd be a person that you could have proof for. What if you could be like Abby and have 27 messages? You guys can see this here, hopefully. Let me see if I can get my mouse thingy. Have 27 messages for people who want what you have, which would turn into sales. What if there was a way that you could make 4 sales by blah, blah, blah? You know, this afternoon, this weekend, per joining my income accelerator, whatever it is. Okay. Over 130 leads, 11 new sales for Sam. That's another example. 13 sales in one day. Now going back, okay, right here, customer reference, meaning someone of proof, say Ashley, Sam, Abby, whoever, okay? I just witnessed Abby get 4 sales. She was brand new in the online space as of 6 months ago. Do you relate? Because that was me too. Whatever it is, okay? As I spit out these comments, it's literally me short form videoing it for you. I'm not actually asking you guys this. I'm like giving you short form video content. Dream outcome, 4 sales. Time frame. Well, Abby, for example, has been in it for 6 months. She's commented 6 earlier in this chat right now on this Zoom. And what did Abby do? Well, she's got 2 young boys without forfeiting time from her 2 kids. If you want the same, and you're a mom just like me, just like Abby, please drop me a comment. Let's connect. Please go to blahblah.com so I can text you directly. Right? Does that make sense, you guys? Drop the word makes sense if you feel me. Okay. Another example. Looking for 17 stay-at-home moms who want to make an extra $1,000 by Thanksgiving, by Halloween, by this weekend, by whatever, okay? Without having to leave their couch or not be there for their kids' sports games, right? Now, my avatar, so to speak, is a mom. That's why I use this here, but feel free to put whatever type of avatar, ideal person that you want on your team in this. Okay. It doesn't have to be a mom, doesn't have to be a dad, whoever you want to speak to. I've worked with X amount of people who've done just this. How many people have you worked with? I've worked with 2 people. I've worked with 25 people. I've worked with 3,000 people. Whatever it is, be authentic. Don't just freaking make up a number if you're going to use this phrase. If you want to be real, be honest. Okay. Do you want to be next? Drop a comment now or go to workwithdavid.com if you want to be considered. Ooh, that's spicy. If you want to be considered, well, what? This is like a job interview. I'm a stay-at-home mom and she's going to consider me rude. Like that's a challenge for someone, right? I'll text you back personally. Head to workwithdavid.com. I'll text you back personally in just a moment, right? Okay, here's a couple examples, as in posturing up. Since I'm only taking on 7 more beginners, 7 more newbies, 7 more stay-at-home moms, whatever, I'll be able to give you the hands-on help that you need to reach $500, whatever the number, without what's the sacrifice for, say, a stay-at-home mom? Just drop me a comment, you guys. What's a sacrifice? Without having to forfeit time from your kids, without having tech experience, without having to stress your husband out, without having to fill in the blank with whatever sacrifice it is, be specific. Okay. Hey, since I'm only taking on another 7 moms for my income accelerator, I'll be able to give you the hands-on help that you need to reach $500 a month. I cannot wait to see you explode with spending time with your kids, whatever it is. Okay. Go to workwithbillybob.com now and I'll text you back directly. Can't wait to chat. You can end it where it's calming, where it's something of authority, but you're still saying, I only have this amount of spots. Okay. Here's another example. Since I only can handle another 17 titanium, not really, don't say titanium, but since I can only handle another 17 beginners, I'll be able to give you the attention you need in answering your questions so you don't feel in the dark, so you're not left in the dust. Like maybe you've experienced before. Not now. Let me prove it to you. Drop me a comment. Let's connect. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Make sense? And then this last one, because I can only bring on another 12 stay-at-home moms who've tried and failed in the past. Ooh, there's a pain point. I have your back more than ever. Hey, I only have this amount of spots, but that also means that I can really, really help you. If I was just going to educate everyone and their dog, you'd be lost in the shuffle. Not here, my friend. Let me help you, right? I love this just because I'm a little sassy, but if you're ready to show up like you mean it, text me now at blah, blah, blah. You ready to show up like you mean it? You ready to give it your all? You're ready to stop in the fear of failure? You're ready to, oh, I've tried and failed. You're right. You want to get over that? Text me, right? And then, because I'm funny. Plus all the ones I said tonight, take note and rewatch. Questions. Drop a question and type it if you can. I'll read the question for those on the replay, but sometimes we get a lot of background noise. So if you have a question, don't take yourself off mute. Just ask it in the chat for me. I know that was a lot. We covered branding. We covered how that speaks volumes in your content. We covered a new marketing formula. And now it's about the execution. So all of you guys who commented challenge at the beginning, it also means now that you can use this linky right here. Okay. Also in the description underneath this video for those on the replay. You can use that link and you could literally create 1, 3, 5 pieces of content tonight, I bet you. But it's all about the authority. It's all about showing up real and authentic. It's actually thinking from the end result. Could I handle 200 titanium sales this week? No. So could I put a number to it that's actually real for me that comes across authentic in my content because it actually is authentic? Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see. Angel, awesome to have you, by the way. How do you rewatch? So you can catch any of our Teachable Tuesday replays, including this one at teachabletuesdayreplays.com. teachabletuesdayreplays.com. Good, Bill. I love it. Let's see. Jody says, how do you come up with this? It sounds so authentic. You want to know why, Jody? Because I've been doing it for a long time and because I practice. You guys should see my content from 1.5 years ago. You'd be like, barf. You really would. Because I had no idea what I was doing, but because of consistent practice and consistent alteration for who do I want to show up as, just as we talked about with branding. Do I come across like this, whatever characteristic to my audience? If the answer is no, what can I do to actually be that person? Okay. And then you're relatable. You're relatable. Show up real. I don't care if you have no makeup on. I don't care if you're like, yo, I'm hanging out at work. I don't care what it is. If you show up real for people, people love that. They don't want it to be where like, hi, I'm Kirsty and I'm no, they don't freaking care for, hi, my name is perfect. They care for, wow, she's kind of funny. Wow, she's sassy. Wow, that totally hits home for me. Wow, that was me too. Oh my gosh, that's me now, right? The reason it sounds so authentic to you, Jody, is because I literally do it every day, which you can be the same. It's just a matter of consistent effort. It's about consistency. It's about compounding those habits. Okay. All from the book. I can tell some of it is. Yes, 100%. I mean, a lot of it is me just like being crazy, Albert. But yes, this formula tonight is from 100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. Okay. So good. I had to get the hardback copy. I don't remember what chapter it is, but it's whatever formula closer to the beginning of the book. But that's also what we talked about in this guy right here. Okay. This is the thing that Alex specifically talks about. Everything beyond this, just my own interpretation is just my own interpretation. But the formula came from Alex's book. Let's see. Is that page available to print? Yep. You can certainly print it if you want. You have access to a computer. You just pop over to that link and you can print it yourself. You could copy and paste it into a Word document, whatever you want to do, Susan. Let's see. Okay, so Topanga says the proof. Are we able to create our own screenshots or are there specific ones we may use? You can use whatever you want inside of the Facebook group. You can also use Abby, Ashley, and Sam's example from the Google document. Totally up to you. You could have it if you're getting all fancy with your TikTok videos, for example, you could have it where it's a green screen effect where it pops up and it shows something. Like if you want it, you know, as a pop-up like a hand, you could have it in the background with you in the front. If you want to get creative with the green screen effects, if that went over your head for any of you guys, please don't worry about what I just said. Let's see. Great training tonight. Awesome, Dave. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. Everything inside of this book is not going to apply to your business. Okay. It will, however, help your business in your expansion of your mind, plus the formula we talked about tonight. His way of doing that formula, right? This guy right here. Struggle, dream outcome, time delay. Okay. And then this one here. Let's see, where is that? This one right here. You give some proof. That's what the customer reference is. You have a dream outcome. You have a time frame, right? By Halloween, this weekend, whatever it is, without sacrifice of . You don't literally have to say sacrifice. That's just the word that he says. And then you give a likelihood of achievement by giving the relatability back. Okay. Let me just give a random tangent for you guys. Some of your CTAs can use some serious posture. Saying something like, if you're interested, drop me a comment. They don't care. If you're interested, bro, get rid of the word interest. Really. Want to snag some insight? Go to blahblah.com and I'll text you back directly. There's got to be some type of urgency to it. You can be warm and friendly. You can be real. You can be authentic. You can also demand excellence by making it not super warm at the end. Does that make sense? Yes, you want to be real. Yes, if you want to use the word interested, you can. But make sure that it's like a mic drop moment when the last thing they hear is go here now, comment this, do this. It's got to be like you're acting like they're a 3-year-old. What do they want to do next? They just watched your, 12 to 50-second video, however long. They just watched the video all the way through. And if you don't tell them what to do next, or you sound like nonchalant, all of the extra stuff is in vain. I only have 7 spots. Hey, but if you're interested, no, those things don't match. Does that make sense? I only have 7 spots for brand new people. I cannot wait to help you out because I have the time. I only have 7 spots. If you want to be one of them, drop me a comment. If you are serious about being one of them, if you want to be considered, go here now. I'll text you back directly. Go here now and see if it's for you. Go here now. When I say go here now, it's whatever link you have from the Fast Start Guide, right? Go here now before it fills up. Go here now so I can help you out directly, whatever it is. There's got to be some sauce at the end because they didn't just watch that whole video just to be like, oh yeah, sounds good. Scroll. Oh, cool. She has 7 spots. Wow. She's really authentic. Wow. She must be really successful with this. Oh, but the time frame of you have till, this weekend, she's like, hey, if you want to, no, it's got to match. Does that make sense? Drop me the word makes sense if you feel me. Let's see. Sim says, sometimes I like being bossy. It's funny. Let's see. Repeat the suggested call to action. Exactly. Suggested call to action, Angel, in your 4-point formula, which is under the Fast Start Guide Part 2. I know you're new, so, take this in chunks for a minute. But suggested call to action would be drop a comment, It would be go to the link that you set up from your Fast Start guide. It would be to text you directly, because if you have it attached to your app, the funnel that they hit, workwithangel.com or whatever you chose, would actually have them be texting you, right? It just gives a little bit more personable touch to it. Let's see. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, cool. Stepping up and leading. Yep, exactly. You want to put on your big girl panties and you want to posture up. Because I would be willing to bet whether you started 30 days ago or you started a year ago, you want it to be where people take you seriously. Not that you're just spammy Kathying your wall and you've got all this crap going on. No. Where can they divulge the crap and say, that makes sense. I want to work with Albert. That makes sense. I feel good about Sim. That makes sense. Who the heck is Daryl? And I need to talk with him now. Make sense? You can have it be where it's authentic, it's real, it's following the formula, it's insinuating what you want because you're coming from a place of sincerity. You're not just throwing out a number. I only have 3 spots. Do you though? Or is that just, I really want to make $300? Because people can feel that in your video. The BS meter goes up. People can smell you a mile away. Okay. So if ever you've done something in the past, if ever you've had a video in the past, be like, it's this, but secretly you were like, ha ha ha. No. No more of that. Okay. No more of that. Sound good? Sound fair? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Any other questions before we wrap up? And here's the thing too, to Sim's comment and to Jody's comment. If you truly are sassy, use it. Like you can see me, I'm like all over the place, my facial expressions, everything. That's authentically me. If that's not you, could you step into that if that's a characteristic you want? Yeah, it's called improving your self-image. But don't show up inauthentic. Don't show up like, I got to mimic what Kiersey's doing. I got to be this and that. No, do it if that's actually you. Make sense? Exactly, Abby. Use your energy. That's what brings people in. You're relatable by being you. You. Okay. All right. Okay. You guys can catch this replay at teachabletuesdayreplays.com here within the next hour. Once it's uploaded, you can catch any and all of them from previous trainings as well. The Google document that we referenced tonight, I'll drop the link one more time just so you guys have it. For those of you who commented at the beginning, challenge accepted. I expect you to be accountable to yourself. I don't freaking care what you do. I care why you don't do it. Okay. If you're accountable to yourself, you're going to challenge yourself to get off this video right now and go create content based on the link that I just gave. From the formula, from the branding, the sincerity, the characteristic that you want to portray, is that matching what your content says. Okay. And then as always, please go to the thread that we have. Okay. This guy right here. It's inside the document. Collaborate on Teachable Tuesday by going to this post here and saying what it is you learned from tonight. So you can lead from the front. You can help others do the same. You can have something of authority by being involved on purpose. Okay. Have an awesome night, you guys. Catch the replay later on, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.